Long time no see, Amy. Are you still alive?
Jack?
Yo, what's up?
What do you mean, yo? You didn't come home this Christmas again. This is the 6th year you haven't come. It's alright, even if it's just for a day. Just come visit us once in a while.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'll visit you guys this weekend.
What? Really? Does that mean you'll be living here again?
Yep.
But what are you going to do about work? There's no way you'll be able to commute 4 hours to work every day. Wait, did you change jobs?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
Obviously it's because I quit.
What? You quit? But didn't you graduate a famous university and get a job at a huge company? You even boasted so much when you got the job.
Well, you see, I made a huge fortune investing in stocks.
What? Stocks?
Yep, I've gotten so good at it that I could become a day trader if I wanted. It seems that not only was I talented, I was actually a genius.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I knew you were smart, but becoming a day trader can't be that easy. Did you actually study how to trade stocks?
I learned it by actually doing it.
And what did you do?
I started trading stocks at the market and learned on my way.
That sounds pretty risky.
Yeah, but it worked out since I'm a genius.
Judging by how you're talking about this, I assume you've been doing this for a while now? When did you start?
2 months ago?
What? Just 2 months?
Yep, I really must be a genius if I can figure out how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
No way. There's no way you can learn how to trade stocks in just 2 months.
Why? Do you have experience trading stocks?
No, but...
Then quit trying to lecture me.
But why do you have to quit your other job?
It's fine. If I say it's alright, it's alright. I'm a genius, remember? If you keep bothering me, I'm not gonna help you when you need any money, alright?
Anyways, it's decided that you'll be returning here?
Yep. I already cancelled the contract with my current apartment.
Got it. Your room's the same way it was 6 years ago when you left. So just clean it up and move in there, okay?
What? Just do it for me, please, Amy.
I'm pretty busy myself.
It's hard to believe you when you're not even married, live in your parents' house, and don't even have a boyfriend.
Shut it. You're already an adult, right? You should be able to clean up your own room.
I got it. I'll be bringing my stuff on the truck this weekend, so open up a place to park for me, alright?
Fine. Take care.
Are you outside, Amy? I wanted to ask you for help carrying my stuff.
Oh, you're already there? You had a key?
Yeah, so I just opened the door and went in. Where are you?
I was suddenly called to work and had to go to the office. I'll be home by evening.
Is that so? Where are Mom and Dad?
Those two are... well, it's the usual.
What do you mean? Actually, who cares? Just help me when you get home, alright?
Actually, I'll probably still have to work, so I won't be able to help.
You know what? You keep talking about work, but aren't you an unemployed woman living with her parents?
What?
You're lying about work, aren't you? You're just killing time outside and you don't want to help me.
I don't know what idea you have in your head, but it's true that I have a job, you know.
What?
I just work from home most of the time. I just had to go out today to talk in person to my client.
What? That sounds so much like a lie.
Why?
You always mention how you text Mom and Dad. Haven't you been living at their house for the past 6 years ever since you quit the last company you worked for? I'm saying that it's embarrassing that my sister, who's already in her 30s, is still depending on her parents.
Oh, so that's what they said about me. I'm not even unemployed. I just work from home.
That's the excuse people like you always give.
Anyways, the neighbors know that I work from home, so there's really no need to be embarrassed.
That's just what you think. Besides, there's no way to get a job that lets you work from home if you didn't even go to college. Things like that can only be done by people with a certain level of smarts and skills.
But I do have some skills.
These skills you're talking about are probably the type that no company is ever gonna want. Which is why you must actually be unemployed.
Why do you have zero understanding for people who work from home? Aren't you younger than me? That head of yours must be getting old. Are you alright?
You've got some courage saying that to me, the genius.
It's fine if you return home, just don't bother my work.
Bother you? You're the one who needs to get an actual job and stop being a bother, Amy. I don't care whether you're poor and have no income. I'm not gonna be lending you any of my money.
I said I have a job!
Alright, I see how it is. I'll make some food, okay?
I told you, I won't be home until evening.
Seriously? I only ate instant ramen for breakfast, so I'm really hungry.
Jesus. Well, it's obvious you haven't been eating well. There's some stir-fried vegetables in the fridge left over, so eat that.
What? Stir-fried vegetables? How lame.
You don't have to eat it if you don't want to.
Fine.
Oh, be sure to ask Dad first if you're going to drink the beer. He gets really mad if you just drink it without asking.
Alright. Could you leave the house already?
What? What's this about suddenly?
I'm sick of having to pay for someone who doesn't have a job.
Are you talking about me?
Who else would I be talking about?
And what about you? What are you doing in your room all day?
I'm checking stock values. I need to monitor the market to determine which stocks will be profitable. This is my job.
Is that actually alright? Making a living off of stock trading seems even harder than working from home.
It's fine. I'm a genius after all.
I, for one, think that you should be more careful, though.
I said I'm fine. I'm not gonna fail.
I see. Well, I've got to attend a meeting, so I'll be leaving the house. There's curry in the fridge if you want something to eat for lunch.
Got it.
Jack! Is this your doing?
What is it?
My stuff's outside the house!
Yeah, that was me. Me plus Mom and Dad.
What?
I talked to Mom and Dad about kicking you out of the house, since you don't even have a job of your own. They strongly agreed to my plan. You were planning on moving all your stuff outside the house while you were outside. Everything in your room's right there.
What? Why you? How many times do I have to tell you that I have a job?
They said to take the stuff by tomorrow morning. You better take it away as soon as possible. Oh, we changed the house keys, so you won't be able to come in anymore.
So you really do want to kick me out, huh?
The way you say it is a bit harsh. I just want you to become an actual adult that contributes to society, Amy. So I'm just making it so that you'll have to.
What are you going to do with the house?
The rent is no problem. After all, I'm a rich genius.
Okay. So you really want me to leave?
Yep, definitely. Oh, is it that you're in trouble since you got no place to go? I mean, you are the person who lived off of her parents' money for the last 6 years. So I guess it was to be expected. Fine, I'll give you 10 cents, so get out of the house already, will you? Don't come back.
So does that mean you're cutting ties with me? Thanks.
What do you mean by that? Why do you sound happy?
Take care of him for me, will you? Oh, I don't need the 10 cents.
What are you talking about?
Bye then.
What? I thought you'd be more sad. Amy? Amy! Something terrible's happened, what should I do?
I thought you guys cut ties with me.
The value of the stocks went down in value hard.
Stocks? Are you talking about the stocks you bought?
Yes, it was fine until yesterday, but then suddenly, I woke up and checked the stock values and they had dropped enormously.
Are you talking about A Engineering?
What? How do you know?
Haven't you been watching the news?
The news?
I only skimmed through an article, so I don't really know the details, but they've been talking about how there's been an incident within the company since last night.
Seriously?
I don't know much about stocks, but aren't stock values heavily influenced by the current situation of the company?
So that's why the value suddenly dropped?
Probably.
Oh, what a mess.
And why'd you contact me? I forgot to block you. But stop contacting me, will you? I thought you cut ties with me.
I need money!
What?
Things have turned into a real mess ever since the values of my stocks dropped.
What do you mean?
I decided to take a risk and invest a large amount of money, so I got a loan of 40k.
Seriously? You're in that much debt?
Yep, but I have no way of giving it back, so please give me some money. It seems that even though you were poor and unemployed, you had enough money to find a new house. You got some money, right?
I do have the money, but I'm not giving you any.
What?
Why should I give someone I cut ties with any money?
I'll apologize for kicking you out of the house. Even if you're unemployed, you can still find a job while living at this house.
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not unemployed? Aren't you the one who needs to find a job?
Huh?
The rent costs 1K per month at that house. But Mom and Dad just spend the whole day at the casino and don't have a job, so...
What, Dad doesn't have a job?
You didn't know?
But doesn't he leave the house in the morning every day saying he's off to work?
Apparently he considers gambling a profession.
What?
Hey, Jack. You don't know that our late grandfather and I were the ones who paid for your college tuition and not Mom and Dad, do you?
Really? What do you mean?
You see, our family depended on our late grandfather who owned his own business for money before I got a job. Once he was gone, Mom and Dad immediately used up all of the money they received as inheritance on gambling. I've been supporting the family since 3 years back. But for some reason, Mom and Dad still think they're living off of the inheritance money. They won't believe it when I tell them that they're living off of the money I earn working. Which is why, now that I'm gone, you'll either have to support them on your own or convince them to start working.
Please come home, Amy!
What? Why?
It's bad enough that I lost my stocks and now in debt, but I have to support Mom and Dad as well. Just get a job and be enough.
I have no intention of returning.
Why? I'm begging you!
Aren't you the one who kicked me out?
I said I'll apologize! Besides, how do you plan on making a living when you don't even have a job?
I'm honestly curious what kind of brain this genius, who after hearing everything I said still believes that I'm unemployed, has. But I'm actually a freelance web designer.
Huh?
I'm actually pretty busy. I've got work I need to do before the deadline, so I really don't have the time to be texting you.
Amy?
Goodbye for real this time. I found out later on from a relative as to why Jack started trading stocks. Apparently, he had a colleague who was an expert and made a huge profit after following his advice. He got hooked and bought some more stocks and was lucky enough to make another huge profit. But that was the end of his luck. He must have thought he had a talent for it and quit his old job without thinking about the future. Jack now supports mom and dad at their house with multiple part-time jobs. He's got his own debt to pay on top of that, so obviously he has no time off. Now that I'm gone, no one in that house does any housework anymore. It's basically a garbage dump now. It's a rented house, so they'll probably be kicked out. Which is what a relative said while sighing.
Is the upcoming lunch meeting a fine French cuisine, okay? Yes, I'm free, so I can attend. I'm sorry it's always so hard for me to attend because of work. That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is something else. Huh? What is it? The French restaurant that we're going to for lunch next time? It's a very popular restaurant frequented by celebrities. Please don't come dressed like a dork like you usually do. Is it that tacky? Let's put it bluntly. Aurora is the most out of place in our group, right? You wear the same plain clothes that can be found anywhere. Even your wallets and bags are no-name brands, right? I'm not interested in brand name products. But that doesn't mean you don't own anything at all, right? Well, I do have one just in case something happens. Then please come to the lunch meeting in brand name clothes. But I don't want anything less than 10,000 yen a piece. If you only have such poor clothes, you're not allowed to attend. What? They even put restrictions on what you can wear? Can't we at least wear our clothes freely? If that's the case, then Aurora will not participate. I understand. It's okay as long as you understand. Like I said before, our group of friends is more prestigious than other groups. We're a very prestigious group of celebrity moms. If you disobey me, the boss, you know what will happen, don't you? What would happen? If you're not careful, you could get seriously hurt. You will raise your hand against your friends? That's not allowed. If you honestly follow what I say, there'll be no problem. Well then, that's the order for that on the day. Hey, your husband! Is it true that he's the manager of a pub chain? Yes, but what about it though? How much does a manager get paid? Do I really have to tell you that, Hazel? Just tell me. This is a boss mama's order. I guess the take-home pay would be about $20,000? 20? What the? No way. What? It's true. Is there a problem? I don't have a problem. Is it possible that you live in a townhouse? Is it to make yourself look good? No, it's not that. I just live there because I want to live there. But if you live on a lower floor, that's what you're saying, isn't it? That's why it's not true. Please don't make assumptions on your own. Living in a townhouse on $20,000 a month? Are you in debt? I don't have any debt. In fact, I think you have a comfortable life. It's not like that, right? 20K a month is just my pocket allowance. What? You get that much allowance every month? I don't get 20K, but I do spend that much a month. What? Are you okay with that? Unlike you, we have plenty of money, so we're fine. But where do you make up the shortfall? Shut up! I don't have to tell you that. Well, that's true. But still, if poor people are in our group, the air will be polluted. Really now, can you please stop making assumptions? We are not as poor as you think, Hazel. I wonder if that's true. If you look down on us like that, I'll refrain from having a relationship with you in the future. I don't mind if I don't attend the next lunch meeting either. You're so cocky. We're maybe poor, but please be nice to me. It would have been fun if you got down on your knees. I wouldn't do that. Hazel, I think you shouldn't get me too upset. What? What nonsense are you talking about? I just thought of a great idea. What? You should definitely attend the lunch meeting. But you don't want me to, do you? You don't want to have anything to do with poor people, right? I'm saying I'll give you a special invitation this time. You don't have to give me any special invitation. No, you don't. If I tell you to join, you join. You understand? Hazel, why did you do that? I have a scar on my face because of you. Your face is worthless. That's a horrible thing to say. You got hit 50 times in the face. You must have been very surprised. You're poor with a husband who makes $2,000 a month is a nuisance. Get out of my group. I'm the president of your husband's company. Huh? Why don't you tell a better lie? That's 100% a lie, of course. It's true. Hazel's husband recently changed jobs, didn't he? Yes. He did? He said he got a new job at a company that treats him better than before. I don't remember the name of the company. But I think you should at least remember the name of the company your husband works for. But you, the boss, is a lie, right? I'm not lying. If you tell your husband my name, he'll know right away. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask him? Okay. It's true that Aurora is the president. When I told my husband Aurora's name, he said, "She's the president. What's wrong?" he said. I'm glad now you know it's true. I'm sorry. I didn't think you were the president. Even if I weren't the boss, you shouldn't have done this. Of course, you'll take full responsibility, right? What do you mean? Responsibility for injuring me, of course. I'm going to turn you to the police. I'm also going to ask for compensation and medical expenses. Wait a minute! I really don't want you to go to the police. If I get arrested, my other friends and neighbors will know about it. And what will my husband say? The moment you break up with your mom friends, you hit me. That's really despicable. I'm really sorry. Please, please, not the police. Do you think the police will be enough? Huh? Like I said before, I'm also your husband's president. You know what that means, don't you? Don't tell me you're going to fire my husband. Please, and don't fire him. I'm a stay-at-home mom. If my husband loses his income, we won't be able to live. If you and the others can't make ends meet, it doesn't matter to me at all. I will inform your husband about you, Hazel. For now. Please, wait! I'll do whatever it takes. I will even get down on my knees, so can't you just tolerate this? You don't have to get down on your knees. And I don't want to see you on your knees. I'm going to push you to the limit. So please be prepared for that. Oh no! Hello, Aurora. I have a small favor to ask. Excuse me? It's about the fees and treatment you have demanded. Can you please extend the deadline for payment? How long? I can tolerate it for a few weeks or something. But not for 6 months or so? I just can't seem to raise the money. 6 months is impossible. Then how about cutting the amount in half? If it's half the amount, we can get by quickly. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. It's just that it's going to be hard to pay for it. My husband and I are getting a divorce. I know that. It sounds like you and your husband had a big fight because of what happened last time. You told him he owed you. As the head family member, it's his duty to pay alimony and medical bills. That's when he lost his temper. You know that much? Yes. I heard directly from your husband. My husband seemed to have a lot of respect for you. He's working for a company whose president he respected so much. He was furious with me and asked me what I would do if he was fired. Your husband was so thankful. It seems he left his previous company to join our company. He told me that too. I think he mentioned it when he left the company, but I forgot all about it. Hazel, it seems that you don't care about your husband's work. Our company could use a good person like your husband. We are very thankful to have a good person like your husband in our company. Of course, we will continue to have him work for us. So please don't worry. But that's the point. If we get divorced, even if he works for a company that pays well, if we are no longer married, I won't be able to enjoy the benefits. Hazel, do you only see your husband as money? Not really, but... Anyway, there will be no reduction. I'll ask you to pay the money by the promised date. I don't care what you do, you'll have to pay your debts. What? You think you're so important just because you're the president? Isn't a CEO supposed to be a big shot? That's woeful. Your company will go bankrupt soon. What? It's over when a woman is the president. Normally, a man should be the president, right? In this day and age, it's not unusual to have a female president. I know a number of them. What? You know a lot of presidents? Are you trying to mount me? I didn't mean it in that way. I'm just stating a fact. If that's what you want, I can think of something. What? Are you up to something bad again? Next time, I'll hurt your company. If you apologize here, I'll forgive you. What do you say? What kind of nonsense are you talking? It's you who should apologize in the first place, isn't it? You've been arrested by the police and divorced from your husband, and you still haven't learned your lesson? I have nothing to lose. When a person has nothing left to lose, she shows great strength, you know? Don't be ridiculous. The next time you raise your hand to me, you'll go to jail this time. If you don't want that to happen, just silently pay up and get out of my sight. Your company is going to go out of business, isn't it? It's so hard to have your bad reputation spread all over the internet, like a corrupt president or a bitchy president having an affair with a young employee. This must be your punishment for challenging me, right? So, that posting on the net. It's you, Hazel, right? Can you just stop making assumptions on your own? Where's the proof? If we look up the evidence, we'll find it. If you are doing this, please stop it immediately. If you promise me that you won't do anything that will cause more trouble for this company, I won't hold you responsible for this matter. Why don't you gather proof first, before making me take responsibility for this matter? You don't have any proof, do you? Well, not at the moment. I knew it! While you're on the line, I have a question. When will you pay for my medical bills and treatment? It's long overdue. There's no way I'm going to pay that. What? Are you saying you won't take responsibility? Well, you are the president of a company, right? If you're a president, you must have money. There's no reason to go out of their way to collect from me, who has no money. Even if I had the money, there's no reason for you to evade responsibility. Are you going to come to my place to collect the money? If you don't intend to pay, then there's no choice. That's too bad. Actually, I moved to a far-away place. Of course, I won't give you my address. I knew you moved. I used to live in an apartment nearby until recently. I hadn't seen you around. If I stayed there any longer, you would have been pestering me to pay for it. So I moved out. You didn't notice, did you? That's right. I don't have time to keep tabs on your every move. So stop obsessing over me and give up on the money. You've got to stop fooling around. I'm about to lose my temper. Huh? I'm not afraid of you getting mad. Oh, I see. I may look like this, but I'm known as the devil's boss at work. That's actually true. When you came to my place with your husband, after I injured you, you have a face of an ogre. If I had a face like that, I'm a low-income husband would have given up. Please stop saying bad things about my husband. He's my husband and he's doing his best. What part of a 20K month income is he working hard for? If you say he's working hard, he should be making at least 50K a month. You don't even work. You have no right to speak ill of my husband. How angry should I be for you to stop? Are you mad at me? Of course I am. I'm about to crush my phone. That's scary. What if Aurora hits me? I'm not like you, Hazel, so I won't raise my hand. I'll give you a word of advice, though. I don't think you should run away like this. Huh? I'm going to recover the money from you, even if I have to go to court. I can find out your whereabouts as soon as investigated. Are you threatening me? I'm not scared at all. I see. Also, my revenge against you is not over yet. Something great is going to happen soon. What are you thinking? I'm not going to tell you that. In the meantime, you might want to find a new job. Okay, bye. Hey. Don't do anything more stupid. Hazel? Today is the end of your company. What do you mean it's the end? I'm sorry you lost your precious because you pissed me off. What are you talking about? I'm not going to give up my company. Even if you don't intend to, you're going to lose your company in a fire. Don't tell me you're planning to set the company on fire. I don't know. If you apologize to me, I'll stop setting your company on fire. Hazel, you really have no common sense. People like you should be thrown in jail immediately. I'll never get caught, you know. The police are on the way to your place. Huh? Hazel, you're near my office, right? How do you know? The security guard called me to say he saw a suspicious woman. You're so convinced you're undetected, but we've got you on our surveillance cameras. What? There are cameras? They're everywhere. I didn't even notice. There's no point in trying to escape. I gave it all to the police. Hazel's picture and information. But I didn't do anything to get arrested by the police. I wrote graffiti on the walls of the office and scratched up the company car, didn't I? That's all on camera. What? You also threatened to set the company on fire, didn't you? That's also a threat. You really are a woman who never learns, do you? It is true that the police are coming to my place? That's what I said. This is the second time. If you're not good this time, you'll go to jail. You're lying! I don't want to go to jail! Then why did you do it? Did you think we wouldn't find out? I thought... This is just a small company, so the security would be lax. We're a small company, but we're one of the best in the business. Our sales are among the highest in the industry. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to pay your ex-husband so much. Well, that's kinda true. You disgust me. Why do you keep coming at me like this? I don't have a choice. You took everything from me and I couldn't keep quiet about it. Hazel, you had it all coming. Why do you keep blaming others? I may have had my share of faults, but it disgusted me that you made it sound like it was all my fault. That's all true, is it? Your ex-husband even says it was all your fault. What? You're with my ex-husband? Yes, I am. I'm watching you from afar. Huh? You're still near the office. Where are you watching me from? Look at the window on the 4th floor of the building. Wow, really? Wait a minute, I think I hear a police car. It's not too late for them to arrive by now. They must have come to pick you up, Hazel. Wait a minute! No, police, please! I definitely do not want to go to jail. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You think all you had to say was, I'm sorry? Then we wouldn't need the police? You'd better go and beat your rotten guts back into shape. Hazel was taken away by the police. They said her behavior was too vicious. She was sent to prison. The alimony I had requested, Hazel's parents paid it on her behalf. They were so disgusted with Hazel's behavior, they decided to cut ties with their daughter. Hazel was abandoned by her parents. I'm sure she'll have the hell of a time after she gets out of prison. Of course, I have no sympathy for her. I hope she will have a lot of hardships in the future.